Sergio Martínez has more than 20 years experience in the energy sector with a specific focus on renewable energy, wind, solar photovoltaics, thermosolar and mini hydraulics. Sergio is currently leading the business development in Avalon Renovables with focus on markets strategy and industrial partners. He began his career in the energy sector at Siemens. Y lo que falte, pues que lo comente él en español, en inglés o como quiera, que lo importante es que se le entienda a él. Sergio, muchas gracias y suerte. Good luck.
Well, thank you very much. I will speak in English for some of the international attendants that we've got here today. My name is Sergio Martínez. I've been working for the renewable industry for around 20 years. And for the energy sector for something like 25. Various companies doing very different things, but at the end of the day, you started in oil and gas industry, and now again in the we will say the new version of the oil and gas industry related to the hydrogen. Okay, so thank you for having this opportunity to explain a little bit about Avalon Renovables, what we do, where are going, and which are our plans in the future related to hydrogen. So we would like just to start a little bit with a very brief video about one of the two most significant projects that we are developing here in Huelva and also in the Bay of Algeciras. So just better than words, just please have a look at this video, and then of course I will make a presentation of the company. So. You have to look at the camera set that we have prepared. Sorry because the audio is not working today, but with the video you will have a very clear vision about our base Algeciras project. Just to give you a brief idea, we are just gathering the production hydrogen based on renewable energies in different locations, and these productions of hydrogen, it's just gathered by a dedicated hydrogen pipeline that is going to reach the Bay of Algeciras in the location of Los Barrios, where we have our green ammonia plant, and here we are just projecting around 750,000 tons per year of production capacity. Of course, we will have our liquid ammonia storage, among other relevant facilities within the plant. And this plan, of course, is just based on the renewable energy that in the different projects you saw a little bit earlier. And of course, the goal is just to reach the Los Barrios cargo terminal to provide with potential sustainable fuels for the shipping industry, maritime industry, by bunkering services, as one of the commercial approaches, but also, of course, we can have the possibility just to put some different, industries like fertilizers, among others. Okay. This is one of our most strategic projects, the one we are developing in the Algeciras Bay, and this is another. I think this is again the same. So just a minute here to let you a little bit about the project of Algeciras Bay. Here we are just looking for the market. Where is the market? Where the demand is? And we saw that Algeciras Bay is one of the busiest ports all over the world. We are talking about 100,000 ships passing around the Strait of Gibraltar and Bay of Algeciras per year. That means that, give you the dimension of the potential. That the bunkering services and the sustainable fuels can have for the maritime industry. So that's why we just made a decision to derivate the hydrogen into green ammonia. Okay. And this is another project very similar, Cabezas Rubias H2 in Huelva. This is the one that we are developing here in Huelva. Here we are projecting 35,000 tons per year of green hydrogen to also make a derivation to potential sustainable fuels like e-methanol or even e-SAF. For all this period, of course, we are moving quite significantly in the obtention of the terrains, of the different permits, and also into the different strategic alliances that are really needed to make up, a good project and to make a reality these projects. Okay. Again, Huelva is one of the most important ports in Spain, but also in Europe. You've been hearing about all the Huelva potential during the Congress. And also, since we have the activity here in the city of Huelva and the province of Huelva, of course, we want just to make another extra effort into providing a different portfolio of sustainable fuels to the port. The relevancy of all this is just we've got the solar resource, we've got even wind resource, and make the transformation to derivatives like green ammonia or the e-SAF, so that we can again provide to these very demanding industries, which is maritime and aviation, with the future fuels of the industry. So, well, this is just two major examples of what we are doing, okay? And of course, we are open to talk about this project with any potential strategic partner in terms of EPC, engineering, the services provided related to the logistics, storage and distribution, and any other partner that would like to be part of this project. Of course, we are moving forward. We are moving, holding hands with our financial partner, Foresight, and some other financial institutions like Everboat Capital, which is also an investment fund that is supporting us in the development of the project. And we are also very happy to share all these projects with the potential off-takers that we are talking to in different, locations in Europe, Northern Europe, and also Central Europe. Okay. So maybe now it's time for a brief introduction of our company. Once you've got a good example of the projects that we are developing in Spain, if we can just move forward to the next slide, please. Second. So who we are? Very simple. We are a development company of sustainable energy solutions. We are also aim to construct and operate our own plants. And we are very ambitious in the sense that we are looking for the production of green H2 and of course also green derivatives at a large scale. It's the only way we see we can do a sustainable business, reliable business in the sense of ensure the energy supply, and also is the only way for us to make a profitable business and a competitive business for the decarbonization of the industry. We have a large experience doing renewables and also industrial plants in the management team of Avalon Renovables. We know how to do it. We have the team, we have the resources for developing all these projects within the areas that we are considering that are very advantageous in terms of other locations within Europe, even compared to other locations all over the world. Since the beginning, we have the know-how for basic detailed engineering for renewable projects. That's something that we are just taking advantage from the very first moments of the conception of the projects, so that we can control very specifically technical approach of the project together with the economical approach of the project. So we are not depending on third parties to let us know which is wrong or which is okay in terms of technical conception or environmental conceptions. That's something that we've got in-house. That's something that we can just take until the moment that we are submitting all processes to the relevant authorities. And this is something that we are very proud, because to have these engineering capabilities in-house is something that give us more flexibility and more free for developing projects that are a little bit out of the box. Okay, we've been consolidating all the team. We've been consolidating the projects, very focused on larger scale, as I just told you. Okay, for the hard to abate industries, very focused on maritime, very focused on aviation, also fertilizers industry, and why not some other industries related to plastics, related to pharma, and so on. Okay. In 2022, we had the opportunity to sign a collaboration agreement with Foresight. Also very proud to have this top-tier investment fund focusing on green hydrogen projects in Spain and doing it with us. So we are very happy to have them on board, just to support and to grow our business in terms of capacity for doing the engineering, for doing the closure of the terrains, for doing different aspects that are really critical for the successful development of the project. By 2023, we already have a very important team track record with more than 12 gigawatts experience in projects. As I told you before, again, we have a management team with a broad experience in development, engineering and construction, EPC, commercial cycle product plants, and also other industrial plants. So in all, we've been moving forward, we've been building the company, we are having much more capacities for engineering, for commercial capacities, and also for, at the end of the day, leveraging the capacities to take potential investment partners with us. Also in 2024, we have a consolidated team. We are more than 75 people right now in the company. We've got 2 offices in Madrid and in Seville. And of course, we are also happy to start signing first memorandums of understanding with our strategic partners, for instance, like Veolia. We're also working with the main services provided for transport, storage, and distribution of the green hydrogen and derivatives in Spain. We are also working with different manufacturers of electrolyzers and some other main equipment. And we are doing all these strategic alliances because we want to be very focused on competitiveness. This transition is not going to be possible if we don't bring to the market an advantage, a unique advantage for having Spain as a hub for the production at larger scale of this kind of new fuels or new energies vectors. Okay, so in that sense, we are focusing on competitive renewable energy. That's something we've got, plenty of them in Andalusia. Also, it's very important to access to large land plots and water availability. Also, it's something that we've got in Andalusia. Also, especially here in Huelva, we've got the Huelva rainwater, which is also something that is enhancing the development of the projects. We want to be very close to the market. We want just to be where the demand is. We are not going to invest a lot of money and a lot of resources in projects that are way far from the demand and is not understanding the demand of the markets or the trend of the markets. So that's why, again, we are very focusing on these big industries that are driven by the regulation and also because of the decarbonization, even in their ESG policies are a mandate for them just to have the new fuels of the future. Another extra point I will say that is that all our projects in the first phase is based on self-supply energy. That means that we've got our renewable plants dedicated to the production of H2, okay? This is the first phase. And we are completely off-grid in that sense, in this first phase. In second phases, of course, we are not renouncing to access to the grid, okay? And then we can just make the ramp up or even the larger scale with the consumption coming from the grid. But since we cannot wait for a long time for these connections, then of course we made the decision to move forward and not to stop our projects in this sense. So maybe we can just move. I'm not going just to elaborate much more in this slide, but just to have you an idea. Avalon is working for a long time in renewables industries with a very experienced team doing different projects all over the world. Again, what we do is just develop and construct projects for third parties, of course, because it's our historical activity, but also we are doing the development and the construction for ourselves in order just to exploit and operate the plants. We manage the land plots, we manage the grid connection management when applies. We do all the project permitting. We of course do engineering, conceptual and construction engineering. We do the tender management and strategy for the necessary equipment and services of the development of the project. And of course also we do the wrap up from the financial and investment point of view. How we make it happen? Very clear. We've got three very differentiated business areas. Okay. Three different business units areas. The first one is renewable power. Historically, we've been doing a lot of developments related to solar power, but also some wind right now. We've got some good experiences in the past, and this gives us the opportunity to keep going and going farther for the production of green hydrogen based on renewable powers. The second line is also waste to energy. Here we are producing biogas and biofuels, different technologies, of course, applicable, for instance, in Jaén, where we've got our H2 Alperujo project, just using the waste of the olive oil industry, we are able to produce different fuels. Also, we are able to produce biogas, and also even we are able to produce some other sub-products like compost or olive oil, also for the human consumption, okay? In this sense, again, we are just trying to make the line of the strategic alliances that are really needed to make up the reality of these projects. And the third line is green hydrogen, and here is the jewel of the crown, I would say so. Here, based again in our dedicated renewable plants, we are producing green ammonia, green methanol, and e-SAF. Of course, here again, the strategic alliances are very important from the financial point of view. I would say this is the most important because this is very very demanding, capital consuming. So at the end, we need strong partners for us to make reality the development of the projects and also at the end and eventually the construction of the projects. Just to give you an idea, our portfolio right now is about a green hydrogen production of 241 tons per year. As basis, all our renewable projects associated to the electrolyzer production, okay? From this green hydrogen production, we apply for the ammonia synthesis, and we've got the production expected for 750,000 tons per year, very focused in base of Algeciras, okay? Then also we've got the option to move to the production of e-methanol, 640,000 tons per year, very focused on base of Algeciras, base of Huelva, and in the third place, some of the projects we've got in Jaén, okay? And also, we've got a portfolio for the ESAF production. You know that at the end of the day, we are going just to use this process for the production of methanol to make it up to ESAF. And in this sense, we've got a production of 160 tons per year. And again, also very important, that's why we are just trying to integrate our portfolio in a kind of, chicken and egg story, in the sense that how we are going to feed the e-methanol and the ESAF, of course, with the production of green hydrogen, but also with the necessary biogenic CO2, which is we expecting a very demanding raw material for the production of these sustainable fuels. So in that sense, also our project's portfolio has a capacity of the production for around 435 tons per year. So all in all, we are considering more than 9 billion euros investment total portfolio. Also, we've got more than 3.5 gigawatts and electrolysis under development, and also we've got out of these 2 gigawatts are already right now in the permitting process with the different authorities. Okay. Just to have a final stop here, when we are talking about competitive approach, we are talking about how to select the location where we are going to develop our projects. This is very important. We are talking about one of the highest solar resources within European Union. Well, it's not one of the highest. It's the highest solar resource in the European Union. One of the most important also wind resources in the European Union, and it's all around the south part of Spain. But also, if we combine with the traffic maritime that we've got, for instance, in the Strait of Gibraltar, we didn't realize that we have a very specific market to go, and is, of course, needed to transfer and to decarbonize. So in that sense, the energy supply criteria, together with the commercial criteria, as well as the location criteria, make the three main factors for a competitive approach of our of any big scale projects development. So I think I'm running out of time, so thank you very much. I'm sorry because of the media, the sound of the video, but okay, any time I'm here, and all the Avalon team is here just to attend you and talk a little bit about our projects. Thank you very much, and enjoy the day.